Well, isn't this just bloody marvellous? In the last 24 hours, the cat's finally out of the bag, and it's a mangy, flea-ridden beast. The British government, in its infinite wisdom, has been caught red-handed with their pants down. They've been picking the pockets of our pensioners, fleecing our family farms, and slapping taxes on our businesses like there's no tomorrow. And for what? To secretly funnel billions into importing dangerous Afghans and bankrolling welfare for people who aren't British, don't work, and let's be honest, don't seem to have any intention of contributing to this country. It's a scandal so blatant it makes your blood boil. So let's start with the pensioners, shall we? These are the people who spent their lives grafting, paying taxes, building the Britain we know, or at least the Britain we used to know. They're the ones who fought wars, kept the lights on, and raised families through thick and thin. And how does the state repay them? By snatching their winter fuel payments. That's right, taking money from the elderly so they can't afford to heat their homes in the middle of a British winter, because apparently keeping our pensioners warm is less important than whatever harebrained scheme the government's cooked up this time. Disgraceful doesn't even begin to cover it. And then there's the farmers, British family farms, the backbone of our countryside, the people who put food on our tables. What do they get? Raided, taxed into oblivion, forced to sell up or shut down because the states decided their land and their livelihoods are fair game. These are the people who feed us, for God's sake. And what's the government's priority? Not supporting them. Oh no, it's splashing cash on a clandestine operation to fly in people who, let's just say, aren't exactly waving Union flags and singing God Save the King when they land. Oh, and don't get me started on the businesses, the small businesses, the lifeblood of our economy, the ones run by ordinary Brits trying to make an honest living. What do they get? Hammered with taxes until they're on their knees. Why? So the government can play Father Christmas to people who've never paid a penny into the system and frankly don't look like they ever will. It's like the states decided the British people are just a giant piggy bank to be smashed open whenever they need a few billion for their latest woke pet project. And what's this project, by the way? Oh, nothing much, just secretly importing Afghans, some of whom, let's not mince our words, pose a clear and present danger to the safety of this country. Billions of pounds, your money, my money, our money, spent on flying them in, housing them and handing them welfare payments, while the rest of us are told to tighten our belts. Pensioners shivering, farmers bankrupt, businesses crushed, dreams destroyed. But don't worry, folks, the government's got its priorities straight, hasn't it? It's all about fairness. Is it? Except it's not. It's a betrayal, a total violation of the British sense of fair play. That instinct in our bones that says you work hard, you play by the rules, and you get a fair shot. Well, not anymore. This isn't incompetence. This is deliberate. This is the state thumbing its nose at every single one of us. They're saying, we don't care about you. We don't care about your gran freezing in her flat. We don't care about your farm going under. We don't care about your businesses collapsing. We've got bigger fish to fry, and you're not invited to the barbecue. It's outrageous, isn't it? It's an insult to every Brit who's ever paid a tax, cast a vote, or believed in this country. So here's a question for the powers that be. When did the British people sign up for this? When did we say, sure, take our money, give it to the people who don't belong here, and tell us it's for our own good? I must have missed the memo because last I checked, the British people still believe in fairness, in looking after our own, in rewarding hard work and loyalty. Not in this grotesque charade where we're mugged to fund a free-for-all for everyone who rocks up on our shores. Enough's enough, all right? The British people deserve better. Our pensioners deserve their heating. Our farmers deserve their land. Our businesses deserve a fighting chance. And we all deserve a government that puts us first for a change. So, to the clowns in charge, here's a message. We see you, we see what you're doing, and we're not having it. Stop this madness, or the British people will remind you exactly who this country belongs to. And I am ashamed to say I think this country is headed for war. I really do. I think the unthinkable is going to happen because the British people can only take so much. And now we've got a government in hardly a year with the most unpopular, the most incompetent Prime Minister of all time in Keir Starmer at the helm. And I know I've made many videos saying he can't last, but surely, how long can he last? This is a government. It's more of a regime. And this isn't a government that serves us. It's a regime designed to keep us in check. And it has to go. It really does have to go. There needs to be a different type of democracy here in Britain, and I'm afraid to change it for the better isn't going to happen through peaceful means. And I don't like saying that. I really don't. I'm not urging for violence or insurrection, but I can see it coming. I really can. The British people are being pushed to the hilt and flying in up to 120,000 Afghans. It will be 120,000, the estimate, because the 24,000 we've already flown in here secretly will be bringing their families. That's going to be allowed to happen, folks. After everything that Keir Starmer's been involved in the past year, what on earth is it going to take for him to be toppled? The guy seems to be made of Teflon, doesn't he? What a sorry state of affairs Britain has slid into, and it's been allowed to happen. What on earth next? The future of this country, this whole island, doesn't really bode well. Ladies and gents, sorry to be the bearer of bad news and bad tidings, but there we go, that's the truth. Things just aren't getting better, they're getting worse. And only the British people can do something about it. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I'm Paz49, thanks for watching, and until the next time, Roger Trout.